You watch 50 investing videos. You save posts on Reddit. You have screenshots of someone's portfolio on Twitter. You have 3 different YouTube gurus that are all telling you different things. Now answer me this. What the fuck's your investing strategy now? If you can't answer that simple question, I could tell you're not making money in your portfolio and not getting the returns that you want. I'm Simon, an engineer who works for a Fortune 500 company and a full-time stock investor, and I've helped multiple people grow their investments passively with higher returns in the S&P 500. And in this video, I'm gonna show you why multiple different types of information from multiple sources is causing you to stay stuck and keep your portfolio at 4% returns. Here's what most high-income professionals that are getting into the market are doing. You guys are consuming free content on YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, and you feel like it's productive because you're doing research beforehand. But here's the trap. There's hundreds and thousands of different types of investing tips that all contradict each other, which causes you to not take action at all and stay confused. And while you stay confused, other professionals are ramping up their investments and making passive income while you're still at zero. The more you consume, the more you get confused. And the more you get confused, the less you do. First is information overload. You have so many different opinions in your head that you can't make a decision. And when you're about to act, another video just doubts what you're about to do. So you keep consuming instead of executing. Number 2, the Frankenstein strategy. You stitch together bits and pieces of information coming from here, here, or here, or here. It causes you to have a portfolio that's stitched together with no real purpose and no real system behind it, which is why you're getting the results that you're getting in terms of below average market return. While you're learning and having your money sit in a savings account or a checking account, it's losing value over time. The value of a dollar gets less and less every single day. So every month of research that you do is a month of compounding you lose and will never get. It's like spending 3 years on restaurant reviews, but never eating. At that point, you're just gonna starve to death. When I first started, I was watching YouTube videos over and over and over again. I was looking at Instagram reels over again. And after 3 months of me doing this at the age of 18, guess how much I had in my portfolio? 0. And guess how much time I lost? 3 months of compounding. And that was the moment I realized that I needed to take action. So after 3 months, I just decided to start investing. But I fucked up my first investment, which was Nokia. It was going to the moon, those GameStop meme coins. After that learning session, which taught me a lot more than YouTube videos, after I lost some of that money, I learned that I should only invest in quality assets that I know will do well in the future and has a historical average return of 10%. So I invested heavily into ETFs instead. But that learning session of me losing money to those meme stocks was more valuable than 1,000 YouTube videos because I was taking action. And after all that, this allowed me to build a system from that learning session, and my portfolio started growing. It's not because I found some secret stock, it's because I stopped consuming and started executing. The information that you're seeing online is not wrong. Well, some of it actually is, but the problem is how it's structured, or more accurately, how it's not structured. Think about it. You do well at your job and get a promotion. But by doing that, you didn't just show up and just started winging it. There was onboarding, there was mentors that were helping you out, there was team members that were helping you out. There was a structure in place in order for you to get that promotion, to set you up for success. There was a sequence. But let's take this into your finances and investments. Because you watch YouTube videos, Reddit, and one person's telling you to do this, another person's telling you to do that. That creates something that doesn't have a structure. So how do you expect yourself to Frankenstein it and still get returns? You can't. Here's something that most people don't even think about when watching these videos. The expert that's making YouTube videos about investing, their entire business model is not to help you. Their business model is to get you to watch another video. If they gave you a full, complete system in one video and you never need to watch another video again, that would just be bad for engagement for them. Their purpose is to give you just enough to keep you interested, but never enough for you to have some complete context. When you piece together a plan from Reddit or YouTube or Discord, who's holding you accountable to that plan? Nobody. If the market drops 20% and you panic sell, there's nobody there to tell you to build a rule set based on that. Nobody's actually telling you if you invested this week or this month. Nobody's checking your portfolio structure, seeing if it actually makes sense. When you're by yourself, you're the strategist, you're the executor, you're the risk manager, and you're holding yourself accountable all the time. And that's a recipe for you doing nothing at all, because it's all too much for you. At work, you would never deliver projects and deliverables without review, without quality assurance checks, without someone else signing off on it. But with your money, which is more important than work, you would be running your finances without review, without accountability. All right, let's run the numbers here in terms of statistics. There's a study that gets published every year, and I'll put it up on screen. It's the average individual investor versus the average performance of the market. The market averaged around 10% per year over the last 30 years, but the average individual investor, 3 to 4% per year on average over that same time frame. That's a 6% gap. That's fucking crazy. And where does that gap come from? It's not by picking bad stocks. It's from bad behavior, panic selling. You're fucking up your own money by not having a system and accountability and structure. You jump in and out based on whatever video you watched and what's trending. So free information is not gonna help you at all. And go ahead, try doing that for the next 5 years. Let's see what happens. So here's what a system actually looks like so you could avoid this shit. You need to invest in a fixed schedule. You need to hold, 3 to 5 core positions. That's it. Don't need to make it too complicated. And write what you're gonna do on a red day, on a bear market. And most importantly, you need to explain your investing plan in one simple sentence. So here's the question. Which one are you gonna do moving forward? Are you gonna be the action taker that actually invests and has some sort of structure and accountability? Or are you just gonna keep on watching YouTube and figure it all out all on your own? You need to stop consuming and you need to start building right now. And yes, I'm not saying you can't learn from YouTube. You could definitely learn a lot, but that video is not gonna tell you how much you need to put in based on your income, your experience, your financial situation. That requires a complete tailored system specifically for you to succeed. Free information is not actually free. It's gonna cost you money, millions in the future, billions in the future. The high income professionals and the high performers that actually build wealth are gonna take action and are not the ones just simply watching YouTube videos and researching. Here's what you need to do right now to start taking action. Write down your investing plan in one sentence. What are you gonna do? What are your goals? How much do you have to invest in? Step number 2, delete YouTube. Stop watching these videos, these investing videos, because that's gonna delay another month, another day of you investing. And step number 3, write down a couple rules on what you're gonna buy, what you're gonna hold, how much you're gonna invest per month. Write that all down and automate one thing. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your brokerage. And step number 5, have a 15-minute weekly review. Confirm your contributions, same time every week. If you're watching this video and you want a system that actually scales your returns, DM me the word invest on my Instagram and I'll send you my starter pack checklist for you to actually get started